they have a situation where Trump statistically probably is not going to lose with such a good economy. They find a way to destroy the economy, grab more power, treat everybody horrible. A president who probably did more in the Middle East when it comes to Syria. He defeated ISIS. He got along with Kim Jong-un. He didn't kill as many people as Bush and Obama. I'm just saying it. This is CDC data. The top 2 deaths per capita in America are New York and New Jersey. And New York added thousands of people to the death list that never even got a COVID test. So they're running up the score. They're all in on it, folks. This is why everybody hates Trump. It's because he's not one of them. So our country, as far as how we vote, and they said, you're not even allowed to disagree with it. It's safe, it's effective, it's better than in person. And if you dare disagree with us and say that this isn't normal when it's not normal, you're going to be shut down. We're going to censor your post. They censored our Does it really say that? Are you pulling my leg? No, I don't see that. Oh, it does say precincts reporting 100%. Yeah, that's not right though. I mean, they probably have all their precincts reported, but not all the percentages of the precincts. So yeah, it's not done counting. But they're just telling you the precincts are counted, but not all of them from there. Yeah. Someone said shout out flat earthers for Trump. I can't do that. One, that's going to get me canceled. But also, I told my everybody who follows me, and I was on Adam Krigler's show, I think, and he was talking about flat Earth, or we were talking about it. You got to change. I'm saying you can't. An0maly's not on board unless you change the name to Dome. Flat Earth is bad branding. It's like the Earth's flat, man. It's like, no, go Dome. Call yourself Domers. Dome Earther. You know, that's my branding. That's my consulting branding advice. Change it to Dome Earth. It sounds cooler. And if you say it's a dome, people are like, whoa, 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 whoa. Conspiracy theorists. Whoa, whoa, wait. Did you say it's a dome? And then you say, I'm not saying it's a dome. I'm just saying, like, think about a snow globe. You get what I'm saying? Like a dome. And then they're like, listen, that's cool. Wait a second. You know, but if you just say flat Earth, you're like, you know, like the Earth is flat. You know, like the Earth is flat. It's flat. It's flat. And people are like, it's not flat, bro. It's 3-dimensional. So flat Earth, it is what it is. You guys got a lot of, you know, the flat, shout out the flat Earthers. Flat Earthers for Trump. That's fine. Shout you guys out. You know, I respect you. I don't call you crazy. I don't say I let you guys, but I'm telling you, you go Dome Earth for Trump, people start saying, okay, I'm listening. I'm not a Dome Earther, but I'm not a Globe Earther. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this to sit on the fence. People say, oh, you're just saying that. No, I seriously, I'm listening to the Globers, the Neil deGrasse Tyson, the Globe Earthers. You got Neil deGrasse Tyson, Shill Nye, the Democratic Party spy guy. You got, did I say Neil deGrasse fed Bison Tyson? I always forget his name. Sometimes I say it wrong. Neil deGrasse fed Bison Tyson. Shill Nye, the Democratic Party spy guy. You know, you got your Globe Earthers, and they're not very impressive to me. And then you got your Dome Earthers, and they're starting to say some stuff. I'm like, I mean, when's the last time they went to the moon? And then you're like, Van Allen radiation belt, Elon Musk, I'm listening. Sending women to the moon, obviously that's a lie. I'm just kidding. But you get what I'm saying? I'm in the fence. I'm not impressed by the Globe Earthers. You know, the Dome Earthers are talking something. Nobody wants to hear it. So shout out the Dome Earthers for Trump. I'm willing. I think Adam said he'd have me on for a Dome Earth debate. I need to get my stuff straight though, because I don't know that much, but I think it's a fascinating conversation. I'm not gonna shut you down. So Dome, change it to Dome. Someone said, I like Trump is a dope song. Thank you, appreciate it. Someone said Amazon, woman on the moon. The more they talk, the dumber it sounds. NASA is the funniest organization. I love, shout out my man on Instagram. His name is Mountain Bear. I think I don't know if he works with Owen Benjamin, but I know his name's Mountain Bear. I think he does. I don't know if they work directly, but he does like animations with Owen. They're really funny. But Mountain Bear is always posting really funny stuff about like the moon. Like NASA is the funniest organization on the planet. Like literally, like the headlines are like, NASA says women are going to Mars in 2080. You're like, dude, they just like make up stuff. They're like, you like shake a thing and they're like, women on Pluto. You're like, yeah, like transgenders on Venus. You're like, and then they're like, we found the footage. Like for a while, they said the original footage of the moon landing, they said it was destroyed. Like, would you destroy like the greatest footage in human civilization? You're just going to destroy it? They're like, no, they taped over it. Like it's just an episode of like Franklin or something, you know, like you're just like, let's get Ghostbusters on here. You taped over the moon landing? You didn't have that in a box? I mean, I'm not even that neat. Like I've been traveling so much, so my place is a mess. I know exactly where all my stuff is. If I had a moon landing tape, are you kidding me? I'd probably have an armed guard and a safe. You taped over the moon landing footage, and then they changed. Like NASA says that the moon landing footage was found at a garage sale. I'm not joking, guys. This is what's pushing me towards the dome. Don't blame me, blame NASA. Hold on. Let me see. Moon footage garage sale. Ready? I'm gonna bring up the 2 articles. This is the funniest crap ever. All right, this one's CNN. You guys think I'm joking? This is the best stuff. Shout out the domes. Dome boys and dome girls, shout them out. All right, let me see. NASA taped over. Yo, I'm so okay. Ready? Oh, this is so good. Ready? These are different headlines. Ready? This is CNN from 2019. It says NASA sold moon landing footage to an intern for $218. Now the tapes could sell for millions. Bro, they want you to believe that NASA sold the moon landing footage, the original moon landing footage, to an intern for $218. Does anybody believe that? Hey, I work here for free. You're like, hey, what are you doing? You're like, I don't know. I'm just shadowing Buzz Aldrin while he gets wasted and punches people. They're like, hey, can I have the moon landing footage? You're like, it's kind of important, man. It's only like the most important footage in modern history. I mean, it's pretty big deal, dude. It's like the most popular, rich or like what, like I don't know. Can I get that? You're like, no, it's kind of the biggest VHS on the planet, man. It would sell for millions of dollars. It's kind of like the greatest achievement in modern history. Well, I have $218. Okay, sold. You can have the footage for $218. This is fucking unbelievable. So that's a CNN. I'm reading again. NASA sold moon landing footage to an intern for $218. Now the tapes could sell for millions. As if they're shocked that the greatest achievement in modern history, they sold it for $218, and they're blown away that it's worth more. No shit. I'm surprised it's not worth $20 million. It's the greatest thing ever. All right, and this is Reuters. Moon landing tapes got erased, NASA admits. So this was in 2009. The original recordings of the first human landing on the moon 40 years ago were erased and reused. They erased the original moon landing footage and then reused it. And then 10 years later, they said they sold it to an intern for $218, bro. NASA is the best comedy group in America. Like, am I not supposed to think that's funny? Am I supposed to just pretend like that's totally believable? You're like, they sold it for $218, but they erased it. Guys, this is so obviously funny. I mean, this is so here, I'm gonna play this real quick. All right, you think I'm crazy? You think the domers are crazier? Shout out dome boys and dome girls, the dome earthers. Shout y'all out. Google CNN or Google NASA moon landing footage. You'll find this stuff. It's hilarious. All right, this is CNN. Listen, guys, they're admitting that Trump can win Arizona. Let's see. Ready? Can you hear it?
I believe he won that margin of that back by about 18 percentage points. So that puts him there in that bet. If that continued, which we obviously don't know if it would, but if it continued in that pace, he would be on the track.
So if the president continues to perform the way he is right now with each batch, he would meet and beat Biden's lead, at least me.
Wow. Shout out Fox News. Y'all suck, Fox News. That's why I need my own TV show. I'm working on it. Literally. Not on Fox News, fake Fox News, but on a better news network. Fox News called Arizona for Joe Biden yesterday. They're like, I tested my models. Your models suck. Whoever you are on Fox News, I work for the Democrat Party. Your models suck. You suck. But this is CNN admitting that Trump is on pace to win Arizona. He wins Arizona. He wins Pennsylvania. He keeps Georgia. He keeps North Carolina. He wins the election, folks, and we don't need to recount. We should recount. We'll unlock the landslide. Someone said dome girls for Trump. Dome girls for Trump, dome boys for Trump. We're starting a dome movement. And I don't want to start this because then it's going to be like, they're going to ruin all my 600 million views. I played at Sturgis. I'm doing live shows in front of 6,000 people. And then my legacy is going to be, An0maly was a dome earther. He believed in the flat earth. It's like, that's why I don't get into these things because that, it's like, no, I did fantastic reporting on this. I did sold out shows. Like, this is my legacy. It's not like dome earth. Like, this is what they do. They don't write about me, which is good because they're demons. But it's like, if they write 20 articles and then that's all you find, and then kids are in history class, they're like, An0maly was a right-wing fringe conspiracy theorist who believed in the dome, and that's all he did. I mean, he didn't do anything else. He never played shows. He was a loser. No one liked his music. He never did any other reporting. Just all he did was talk about NASA and how, he questioned NASA and made up a conspiracy theory because he didn't believe that NASA sold moon landing footage to an intern for $218. Bro, you can't make this shit up. I'm going to read it one more time, and then we're going to move on to more important things. CNN, 2019. NASA sold moon landing footage to an intern for $218. Now the tape could be worth millions. I got to read this article. I lied. We're not moving on. All right, CNN. On July 20th, 1969, NASA put a man on the moon and captured it all on tape. In 1976, the space agency unknowingly sold those tapes of the original footage from their Apollo 11 lunar mission to a lucky intern who held onto them for decades. He never even knew of their contents. Now NASA's blunder will belong to the highest bidder. The 3 surviving tapes of the seminal moment in space exploration are up for auction, starting at $700,000. According to Sotheby's, the tapes are up to $2 million. So they didn't know that was the original moon landing footage because it's not like it's the greatest achievement in modern history on a VHS. And back then, it's not like they had that much to do. It's not like, oh, the moon landing footage is over. Let's take an Instagram selfie. There's no Instagram. There's no Facebook. They're not taking selfies. That's all they have is like VHS, trampolines, moon landing, Buzz Aldrin just getting wasted, the New York Knicks, probably, like Babe Ruth. Like they didn't have that much stuff to do. Like Connect 4, Monopoly, like the original version. And they're trying to convince you like it was above them. They're like, we didn't even know that we had the tape. Like it's not that important to us. Like that's all you had. You didn't even have that much stuff. Like your house could only be filled with so much stuff. You're like, Ma, Pa, I've been saving up pennies. I just bought a microwave, and they're like, "Oh, Billy, congratulations! We've been eating cold food for years. Thank you for getting one of them microwaves." Like that's how the times were. Like if you had a microwave, you were like the talk of the town. You had like a TV, like a little box that was like 12 inches. You're like the richest person in your neighborhood, and they're acting like they didn't know they had the VHS. Like if you had a VHS, you were probably like middle class, and that we're too good for that. I mean, how much does NASA make a year? Let's look at their budget real quick, folks. NASA budget. NASA's budget's $22 billion, $22.6 billion. So they have $22.6 billion, but apparently they don't have enough money or common sense to keep on to the greatest tape in human civilization of the most amazing feat that was possibly ever done by humanity, ever, if it's true. The most amazing thing a human's ever done, ever. You can keep your eyes on the tape when half the country didn't even own a microwave. These people are so full of shit. It's insane. They're such like literally. They're like, let's look up like the women thing. Like like women move. Like they think like this is no offense, but like the left wing and a lot of boomers are really like they're like, well, it's got to be real if the women are going like suits. Like let me see. Why? Oh yeah, this is a great one. The Verge. Oh my God, this is so much better than the election. The Verge. Why spacesuit design choices for women's physiques delayed the first all-female spacewalk. So women can't do anything, right? They can't even go to the moon, right? They had to delay the moonwalk. This is what they're telling you. The women were delayed to walk on the moon. We couldn't get it done in time because they're divas or something. I don't know. They needed a delay in the women's physiques. They didn't have the right spacesuits for women, so they had to go make new spacesuits. It's like what is this? Like is a fashion show? Is Fashion Week in Paris or something? It's like you didn't know that before you set the timeline. Like you just realized women have a different physique. They're like, we didn't even think about it for 15 years planning this, and right before the launch, we were like, wait, women have boobs. Wait, that's not gonna fit. And then they're like, all right, let's delay the female moonwalk. We're gonna have to make different suits. Like, you have how much do they make? $22 billion a year? You can't figure this shit out? They're such liars. It's insane. Someone said Cube Earth for Trump. You talking about Cube Earth? I've never heard that one. We got Dome Earth, Flat Earth, Cube Earth. Shout out to my Cube Earthers. Is it a cube? Whoa! You see what I'm saying? Square. Cube Earth? Could be. Probably not, but I'm not going to make fun of you. I'm not one of these people. Oh, I'm so much better than you because I believe in the globe. That's what these people are. I have a poli-sci degree, and I've spun a globe since I was 5 years old, you moron. I'm a glober. You're a cube earther. See, I'm not going to treat people like that. I don't care how right I think I am. That's the globers. They're too cocky for me. They're like, I've been spinning around a globe since 1989. I was born. The first thing I got was a bunch of space things over my head. So my parents brainwashed me into believing the moon landing, and I had a globe right by my desk lamp, and I spun that globe every day, and I looked up at the moon, and I wanted to be an astronaut. And I know that you're dumb because you believe in the cube Earth. I don't operate like that. Cube Earthers are welcome. Cube Earth won't work because it's a hard thing to say. Cube Earth. It's like Cube Earth. Then QAnoners are going to be like Q. Trust the plan. Cube Earth. It's the birth of Q. Cube Earth. It's not going to work. It's going to confuse Q people. Q people are going to get pissed at you. They're going to be like Cube Earth, and then they're going to freak out because Q's already been alive. He's been alive for 59 years. JFK Jr. He's been there. He's not being rebirthed. And you're like, no. Cube Earth. I'm talking about the cube. They're like, he doesn't need to be born. He was born. He never died. He's been alive, and he's been here the whole time. And he has secret intel. John Podesta, Easter, Chrissy Teigen. It's all going down. That's why there's the lockdowns. They're all locked down. Ellen, Tom Hanks are already in Guantanamo Bay. It already happened. You're like, no. Cube Earth. Oh, I thought you said Cube Earth. So you can't do Cube Earth because it's going to confuse the QAnoners. But once again, Cube Earth, Dome Earth, Flat Earth. I have no problem with anybody. Actually, to be honest, I respect the globe earthers the least. I'll say it because they're like, they're too cocky. They're like, I control science. You're like, prove it. And they're like, well, the moon, the Van Allen radiation. But then they're just like, you idiot, and they just freak out at you. I'm like, listen, you're starting to sound a lot like Neil deGrasse Fed Bison Tyson and Sheil Nye, the Democratic Party spy guy, and I'm not fans.